Hey, one thing I can say about the projects, right? One thing I can say about the projects, they keep their grass cut.
Yeah, I don't know why.
That's good. That way the kids come out here and play football and stuff. Even when I was growing up,
Look, it's more girls be out here than the boys.
huh?
The girls be out here more than the boys.
Playing in the grass and stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, the little boy, yeah, the little boy probably in there playing with that fire.
Oh shit.
They probably playing the game, playing with the fire. Come on out here, young lady.
She got a
Don't be shy now.
Yeah, her flower dress on.
Huh? Don't be shy now.
Only a little bit.
No, you know I smoke, cause I thought that was a piece right there. When you said it.
Stop your shit.
Oh,
No.
I'm here now, man. Let's get right to it, man. What's your nickname?
Bree.
Bree? Bree. I got a daughter named Bree. Her name Brianna.
I have a daughter named Bree too.
Oh yeah? Yeah, my daughter named Bree. So what's going on? How you feeling today? What's your mindset? What's your mindset? What's your mental health?
I'm good.
So you good
A
mentally?
little behind schedule.
Huh?
A little behind schedule.
What you mean by that?
I got kids to go pick up.
Oh, you got custody of your kids?
2 of them.
Or just going to
One of them's
visit?
grown. Yeah, I gotta go get my 6-year-old. Back 3.
You just talking shit.
Oh yeah?
Yo, just
I
tell
said
me
he coming.
I said, look, I'll reschedule.
I said he coming. Look, I swear I was just looking at the time. I said it's been about 45 minutes. He coming.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up, man. If I give BC my word, I'm gonna come.
That's what's up.
Cause you said you had
Not a lot
a.
of people do that nowadays.
Oh yeah, I gotta keep my word.
Yeah, but not a lot of people good for that nowadays.
You right. You right. That's how you build trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be the man of your word.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like you say, that mean people gonna be a man of their word. What's your story, young lady? How many kids you got?
3 and a possible.
You sound like a man.
No,
Right.
for real.
That's what men say.
The oldest I adopted because his adopted father passed away. That's my biological son.
Oh, you was for real?
Best friend from high school.
Oh, wow.
What the fuck? For real?
I don't
I ain't
people
for
just be talking,
play.
man.
Nah.
She just told me that. I don't know.
Yeah. Where you from?
Florida.
You from Florida? What part of Florida?
Central, near Orlando.
Oh, you got some Spanish in you? Oh, you black? You all black?
Black and white.
I thought she was
Oh, you mixed,
Hispanic.
black and white.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said Hispanic too.
Yeah, I thought you was Hispanic. I mean,
My mom's pretty dope too. If we can ever get her up here.
I would have thought you. I would have thought you were mixed till you said Florida. Then I said, man, that's what most of the Spanish people be down there.
Yeah, big asses.
Yeah. So how old you say you was? You didn't want to touch your nigga? How old you is?
I'm 34.
Okay, 34. You're a young woman.
I know.
How was your childhood?
Huh?
How was your childhood? Was you raised in a 2-parent household?
For a second. My parents divorced when I was like 5 or 6. A lot of it's a blur because of trauma and drug use. But
Your drug use? It's a blur.
Parents
It's a blur to you
too.
because your addiction.
my addiction,
Deleted
my parents'
some of your past?
addiction, just trauma and going through a lot of shit. Oh yeah, and I had a brain injury. Got hit by a car. But you know,
So
that's why I keep my variables real tight.
So listen. So you grew up in a household where there was addiction involved.
So, hell yeah. My mom was absent mom. That's why I'm so validly there with my kids, even though my addiction. You know.
So you did the opposite of your mom when it comes to raising your
Yeah,
kids.
like, I'd rather them
but you
be
did the
with
same
me.
thing with her. You did the same thing as her when it comes to addiction.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right. So I rolled her so bad when I got old enough to know better, and I was real down on her. And God was like, "Hold my beer," and did the same shit to me.
Who said hold your beer?
God did. God said, "Hold my beer, man." He said, "You think your mama, this can only touch your mama," type shit. But
Oh my God, I never heard.
right.
So you think
So, but
you blaming it on God?
The difference is I'm breaking the generational curses because me and my kids have an open dialogue and we have a better relationship, and I don't sugarcoat shit with them. A lot of things in my life was candy coated and people didn't tell me nothing until I got old enough and all this shit. No. As soon as you start asking questions, you're gonna fucking find out. So
right.
You know?
So your 6-year-old right now, if she asks you where you been, you gonna tell her you been somewhere getting high?
Fuck no, he's not ready for that.
Right.
But that's different. I'm talking about, I was like really hurting, 11, 12, 13 years old, hurting
Right.
myself, trying to figure out why I couldn't be with my mom.
Right.
I was old enough to know.
11 years
They
old.
thought- yeah, like 11.
Some people
12.
feel like some people
Man, I
feel the
was
same way
running
about
away
11.
and all type
Some
of
people
shit.
some people feel the same way about 11
Hey,
that you
if
feel
I
about
was-
6.
If I was fucking,
Yeah.
I should.
I feel like that about 11. I don't think 11. I mean,
Yeah, but I
like
was.
exposure.
If I was fucking, I could have known what the fuck was going on.
you were fucking at 11,
Probably 12.
12.
Me too. 12, that's all.
You want to have sex with none
Well,
of your
no.
none of your mom friends coming over there when she leave
Shit, I know.
when she leave you by yourself, was you?
Ain't no telling.
Anything happen to you like that? 'Cause you said you went through a lot of
Probably so.
Probably so. Do it bother you
so.
now? Do you have a daughter?
No,
You said you got a daughter named Bree.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna
do
tell
you
you
work-
why it doesn't because of that. Because I feel like I rescued her from having that happen.
Oh, do you think you're protecting your daughter from that same thing?
I think so.
How?
She's gay as fuck. No, okay. I'm gonna tell you. Really why I feel that way.
I'm not mad.
Oh no, I think it's funny, but I'm gonna tell you really why I feel that way because she's placed in a different environment. Someone else is raising her that will keep her out of that.
So how you feel like so you feel like you protected her by allowing somebody else to raise her. That's gonna make sure that will never happen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what stopped you from raising?
My druggies.
Right. So
That's why she ended up there.
that's why. Yeah. I mean,
But
I knew
her
that.
daddy just got sentenced to 50 years in prison in Florida
Yeah.
for trafficking fentanyl.
Trafficking fentanyl. 50 years.
23-time convicted felon.
50
I would
years.
say this,
Hey, keep
yeah.
your shirt down,
No,
BC.
my fault.
Because I want them. I want to be able to get paid for my video.
You don't stop stripping
If you have it all the way off, they don't
video.
care. But you
Right.
going back and forth in your pants and shit,
Yeah.
then they're gonna have a problem with
Yeah,
it.
stripping.
my
In the
fault. They're gonna
video.
think I'm hot.
No, what I'm saying was, she needs a mama right
What type of addiction you got?
So we're gonna go to Florida. Huh?
What type of addiction you struggling with?
You know what? The honest answer to that is numbing myself. But
What type of drug addiction you got?
cocaine, crack cocaine,
How long you been struggling with?
always marijuana.
How long you been struggling with cocaine?
Since I was a teenager.
You ever been clean before?
Oh yeah, 6 years.
6
Just
years?
relapsed like 7 months ago.
What steps did you take to get clean for all them years?
I had a baby.
Did it for your child? Did it change?
I had to be able to keep it.
Did it change?
I couldn't lose another one. It was gonna kill me.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that the 6-year-old you talking about? Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you still lost
My
it?
best friend.
Do you feel like you still lost the baby anyway?
Hell no.
Oh, okay. So in the past, your addiction made you have a miscarriage, or did you say you lost it to the system? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what did you mean by
No,
I couldn't
had
lose
a
another
baby.
one. I couldn't lose
couldn't-
another one.
Oh, because my first 2 kids were placed with my aunt. But then my aunt sent my teenager back to me because he was bad. And now he's locked up for
Yeah, you don't gotta tell me where you lost
a
it.
lot of shit.
But you
Yeah,
said
but my baby, he'll be 18 in March. And then
I'm talking about the 6-year-old, the one that you.
he's right up the road.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you don't feel like you
but
lost that one.
He's the reason. Yeah, if I felt like I would have ended up not making it if I had to give him up or I couldn't raise him.
Are you
He
raising
keeps
them?
me going. He keeps me grounded.
All right. Okay.
my
I'm just I be confused because a lot of time people.
When
Hold
people
on.
see me out like this, he's somewhere safe.
Right, but
He's somewhere
what I
where
was about to say was a lot of times when I talk to people that got addictions,
I skip
I be
over
feeling
shit.
like I be confused because in my mind I still be feeling like they're not raising their kids or they lost their kids, but in their mind they feel like because
no.
they might send them money once a week or get a
no.
phone call
See, that's
that
what
they're
it was.
raising them.
No, but that's what it was with the first 2. Xander's with me all the time, every day.
Oh, okay.
I'm flipping out.
Okay.
I'm like, I gotta go get my baby.
She's trying to get to him now.
Yeah, she said at the beginning of the video, but now I thought I
it's
also
not
heard
something I'm
something.
proud of, but he has been in situations where he shouldn't have been. But as of a week ago, I got him out of that, and we're somewhere stable and safe.
That's good.
Where mommy just wanted to step out last night and have one more little blast of fun.
Yeah, put up here at BCL.
I just got over here this
Right,
morning.
Oh.
But long story.
Yeah.
Nah, BC got good, pretty good hospitality. If that's what y'all want to do, I wouldn't advise nobody come over here. But BC gonna go get your goddamn Bojangles biscuit. No, because I don't condone the lifestyle.
Yeah, I feel you.
But what I'm saying is, outside of the lifestyle,
Yeah.
you don't mind providing a motherfucking roof over somebody's head.
Yeah,
You'll go in your pocket, buy some food. You'll do shit like that. But I don't condone the whole situation.
Yeah, I understand.
But if a motherfucker gonna do it, then I mean that's a whole different
What's
ballgame.
crazy is once we were introduced, we know a bunch of the same people.
Yeah.
Oh, so y'all just met?
Yeah, we just met.
Let me ask you something.
The sports.
Yeah, the school.
Let me ask you something. At what point during your addiction did you realize what happened in your life that made you say, you know what, I'm really addicted. I really got a problem. I really need to do something different.
When I was pregnant and they court ordered me to go to rehab.
Right.
And I was ready to get clean, but they wanted me to go here. So I said, I went to the rehab, but then I said, fuck the rehab. And I came up here and I got sober and I had my baby. And I stayed sober.
For all them years. What caused you to relapse? Because first time you say, God, say, hold my beer.
I wanted to lose weight, first of all. That's a slight reason.
That'd be a lot of women out here on the street.
I just wanted to.
Did you lose weight since you been smoking?
100 pounds.
You was 100 pounds bigger than that?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Since January. She said since January. You said January, right?
Well, I relapsed in December.
So you lost 100 pounds in December?
I said get the.
A lot of women out here on the street be smoking that shit because they want to lose that, maintain that weight too. Let me ask you something. Do you feel prettier when you smoke and you out here smoking so much that you lose all that fucking weight? Do you feel prettier as you don't weigh as much, but you're high?
I was to a point where I couldn't. My mobility was being affected, and I have like bodily issues with things being with torn ACLs and real physical
Okay, so
ailments.
it had nothing to do with self-esteem.
Oh yeah, definitely, big, major. But I still was happy with who I am,
Who you was?
Or I think I'm more happy now. But like in the body I was struggling. But I was still happy within. I see a therapist once a week. He's fucking awesome. Ooh. Shout out to Spencer. Yeah, I think people miss the fact that like you gotta talk that shit out, man, and stay in tune with God, because if you try to deal with it yourself and just blow it out the tip of your pipe, you're gonna fucking not enjoy your high. I don't think people realize that. That a lot of times, like the things that are deep and dark that you're running from, getting high is not gonna fix it.
Damn.
That's a fact. That's
so somebody asked me recently, like, why do you get high? I said, oh, it's fun. But I gave him that answer now, but like, I think he was looking for why did I start smoking? And I started smoking because my grandma was dying, and I had all this hurt and all this fucked up shit, and I was on some fuck it, you know. And then I traveled to a bunch of different states trying drugs and shit. It was fun. But then when I got sober and I was able to really be in tune with my emotions, I did a bunch of groups and all type of crazy shit.
So what have you lost other than weight? What have you lost? What type of consequences have you had behind the lifestyle?
Family. People who I thought, you know, family's supposed to ride behind you for whatever. It's literally just me and my baby brother up here. He might want to give you a little interview too.
You got addiction?
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Right. So you lost family. You ain't never lost no cars and houses and jobs and.
Not because, not due to addiction. No.
A lot of people don't understand addiction. For the people that don't understand addiction, what would you want them to know about addictions? They assume they know, but they don't know.
You know what? I'm lying. This last apartment, I definitely lost because of addiction.
But you do got somewhere to stay now.
Mhm.
Right?
I always got somewhere to stay. Look at me.
I'm saying that you got your own apartment, your own place.
No.
Oh, you staying with somebody?
Yeah.
But you are gonna try to get your somewhere to stay, so you get your
right,
child to come back over there.
Right. That's the goal, but I also don't like sitting still. But I know I have to do it for him. But he want to be in a camper. My baby just as wild as I am. But you know, like he's at that age where he want to do anything I want to do. And he
oh yeah, you might not want to go get him until you get yourself sober.
Well,
apartment wouldn't be a good idea.
Well, we're going out of town for a little bit. So I wanted to make sure that after we get back from doing that, then I can put down some roots again. So by the time he gets into first grade, we'll be somewhere. And we have somewhere we could go and be.
Yeah, I wouldn't bring him back around your period unless you fix
No, what do you mean? He's with me every day.
But then don't you think you need to go ahead and stop smoking today? Because if you telling me that your son want to do everything that you want to do, then you got to lead by example.
Not that I'm like smoking around him.
Kids, that's how they learn. They see their parents.
You gotta meet my baby.
Even if you got good intentions and you try to sneak, man, them kids pick up on shit.
So he's autistic. There's
a lot of autistic kids be smart as hell.
Yeah, he's very smart. But
They be focused like a motherfucker. Whatever they focus on, they focus on it so hard they don't see nothing else.
That's where I have a flex at, is because people are here, oh, she's a smoker and she got a kid. I sheltered him enough. He don't know shit.
All right. Well.
You know, everything is cigarettes, first of all.
You don't think your mom told somebody that when you were little?
They didn't. They didn't tell me shit.
Nah, what I'm saying, never mind. You gonna let me talk. You gotta let me ask you a question though. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question though. When you was a child, it's a possibility that when your mom kept leaving and going out, she probably was telling somebody, I do this so my daughter don't see me. I do this.
She didn't
how
give
you
me
know?
that opportunity. She was never around.
Okay, well.
From the age of 6 and up, I didn't know my mom until I was 17 years old.
All right. I mean, I can't argue with because I don't know.
I think that.
I know what you mean, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because a lot of times we think we hiding shit from kids and we really not.
Yeah, you're really not. Yeah,
you're really not.
It repeats itself.
Like motherfucking kids be smarter than you.
But you know what? I have had
for real. These motherfucking 7-year-olds, like you 7, motherfucker be giving me advice like a grown person. I'm like, damn, that motherfucking kid's smart.
I have had certain conversations with Xander about certain things, but not like deep in depth what exactly it is.
She said everything is cigarettes.
But on his level, yeah, we've had conversations.
It's not gonna work.
No, because we've had conversations. Like one time we was outside and we had nowhere to go. And I broke down, I said, baby, listen. I said, mommy can put you somewhere where you can be safe and you're gonna be okay. But for the first time, I've asked him that like 3 times up until then. For the first time, he said, okay. And so I called my brother. My brother came and got him for a week.
So if he said okay, do you know why he said okay?
He's tired.
He's tired of what you got going on.
Yeah.
He ready to go.
So
because I'm gonna tell you something, kids love their goddamn parents so much. They be like, no, I go with you. Yeah. I go with you. I don't give a fuck because they don't know. They're like, I'm going wherever you go.
Right.
Yeah. Because somebody right there, my son be like, Daddy, I'm gonna go with you. I gotta go make videos.
Yeah.
Right. And he be like, man, I don't care. I'm going.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You're right.
I'm like, man, you can't go. Not this video. Some videos you can go sit in the car, but not where I'm going today.
Yeah. I feel you.
But kids will follow your ass when they'll follow you anywhere.
Yeah.
So when the kids, when my son starts telling me, oh yeah, Daddy, I don't want to go.
You good? Yeah.
That means I'm taking him to spots that he not comfortable with.
Right.
So that led up to me getting the place where we are now. So that he can be, and he's around other kids, and they understand the situation a little more. They've both been through similar things with their kids. So
I get it. So what is it going to take for you to give up the lifestyle?
I ask myself that a lot.
If you did it for your son, so he can live the first time when you were pregnant with him, you can't do it for him again, or is he not worth it this time? I mean, you did it for him once, right?
You know what's crazy is the fix for me has been, I've been telling myself, go to Florida. Because I would never do none of this around my daughter. She would be so disgusting. So I felt like if I got around her, I would chill.
Okay. Maybe we should do it. I mean, maybe we should do it. So listen, do me a favor before I end this interview. I'm going to go ahead and let you go so I know you got somewhere to be. Do me a favor, talk to the youth, or child at your age. Talk to somebody and tell them why they should never choose this lifestyle. Or do you think it's okay?
Not as fun as it looks.
Oh, it don't look fun.
You'd be surprised.
Not to me.
When I was a
I'm sober as a motherfucker. It don't look fun to me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And I ain't mean to interrupt you, but a lot of people, when I tell them in the interview, they always say it might look fun, but it's not. And I be want to stop them, like, check this out.
No, but I'm
it don't look fun.
Right.
It don't look fun, not to me.
When I was 12,
it looked fucking pressing to me.
I was one of them little girls on Maury that really wanted to be bad as fuck.
You was on Maury?
No, I could have been though.
Oh, okay.
Should have been.
I get what you're saying.
Might have changed my life.
I get what you're saying.
You know. And I wanted a baby so bad, and now he's not. He's about to be 18.
Okay. So talk to the youth again. Tell them why they should never choose a lifestyle.
Because there's more important things to do in your life.
Right. And it's going to hinder your growth. God bless you. I'm gone. Peace.